we were driving around to all the different places and looking at them and checking them out. And Shar and I were together, and we drove up to the BeeHive home. And we look over at the front of the house, and there's this little Muffin, this dog named Muffin, this little dog. We're like, Shar says, oh, I like this place already. And we just, and so then we came in and we met Tammy and Sarah, and they are so sweet. And we just felt immediately at home. We just felt like it was open, it was comfortable. They took us and showed us around everything, and we were just like, wow, this is just what we're looking for Mom, because it's just home. Yeah. And that's what we were looking for her, a place where she could come in and feel at home. Yeah. So then we had some more places to look at. We went to a few more places, and we never felt that feeling. There's a couple nice places, definitely. Yeah.
But it's probably the size of this, because it's really kind of small. There's only 11 rooms, I think, when they're at the fullest. But it's just more like, and I've noticed while we've been here, whenever somebody comes to the door, they knock. And it's like you're knocking to come into somebody's home. It's not like you're, sort of wandering into a huge hospital or anything. Shar, it was your grandma. Mm-hmm. Tell me her name.
Betty. Well, E-Betty.
E-Betty.
I'm feeling that therein lies another story, but we'll skip that for the moment. You felt the same way as Debbie, your mum, Shar, when you came in here?
Yeah, I did. Every time I'd come and stay or visit, I would just come in, and it felt like you were walking into a home, and Grandma was just happy to be here, and the residents were just sitting around visiting, or it was just nice.
I think sometimes when we see on the television some horror stories about nursing homes or assisted living facilities, they really are sort of horror stories, and you find that the people bringing these loved ones in are horrified at leaving, and yet they don't have a choice. Mm-hmm. And here in Logan we are lucky, because we do have, 850 facilities, it seems like. But out of all those, you chose here.
We did. We chose BeeHive home because of its people and because of their caring, because they really care about.
And Muffin.
And Muffin. Yeah, Muffin.
Tell us maybe something that you was able, I think they took your mum to, well, you certainly had a birthday party, right?
We definitely did. Well, okay, so the first thing is, every time we come, they're like, are you guys staying for dinner? Do we need to add a couple more places on the table? And they would just put a little bit more food in with what they're fixing, and we'd all sit down. They'd mix us in with the people here, and we'd just sit and get to know them. So every time we came in, it wasn't just Mom we were visiting. We were visiting Judy and Jesse and Tina and all the others that were here at the time, and you get really close to them. It's kind of fun, and they look forward to seeing you, and they're like, hi, how are you? And I was going to say, BJ wanted to come down, my son, and BJ and Charlotte wanted to come down because they spend a lot of time here, and he said the thing that stood out to him the most was that he felt comfortable. Because my job as a grandson wasn't to make sure that Mom was taken care of, but it was to go visit her and spend time with her for as long as he could. And he said, I felt like I could just go in. He says, I didn't feel like if I had to go in and get a drink of water in the kitchen that I was going to be in trouble. He says they were so friendly, and we'd sit up at the tables here and put a puzzle together, maybe if Mom wasn't feeling good and we were here to visit, and we'd each take turns, visiting with her, and we'd come up and put a puzzle together, and Tammy would sit down with us, and we'd do this puzzle together, and it's just been really fun. Mm-hmm. It's a second home. And not only did Mom have another little family, but we have another little family that we really enjoy spending time with.
We noticed that when you came in, there was hugs all around.
Definitely.
Which I suppose not everybody has that fortunate experience. Sometimes, it's at other places it's going to be pretty gruesome, but not here.
Not here. No. These.
And also, sort of young people usually hate to go into rest homes, nursing homes. They're just gruesome to them. But you were saying that the grandson just loved to.
Well, and the great-grands love to come down and visit Grandma, too. Yeah. Stetson and Billy come down and paint her nails, and they'd come in and feel really comfortable.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you're walking into a huge facility. You're basically walking into their home, their new home.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you had to do it all over again, would you?
Yes.
Would you still pick BeeHive?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. We would pick BeeHive.
Yes, I would.
You would?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still feel good about it.
Debbie, tell us an occasion that you can remember, a memory of your mum being here.
Just one, okay. There's a few. One very special memory to me. We didn't know Mom was passing away as soon as she did when we brought her. But it turned out that she was passing away. And so they would, I live in St. George, and I would come up to visit Mom for a few days, and at the end it was a couple weeks. And I mean, this wouldn't always happen, but because there was an open room, they would just let me stay here. So I would be able to be here with Mom during the night and spend a time with, because she was a night owl. She would stay up.
Bit of a partier.
Yeah. Yeah, she just turned on at night. It was like nails and all night long. So I don't know very many places that would actually, accommodate you if they could, and they were very accommodating. And I would go into the room one day. I go into the room and I see Tammy sitting by Mom's side, and she's just holding her hand and crying. They loved her. They loved her, and she loved them. It was really special.
And I know you're wearing some special jewellery today too. Tell me about that. Let's have a look. Pretty snazzy stuff there. That's rather beautiful. Where did you get it?
They come out to functions in the community when they can. So this was the art festival. I don't remember what it was called, but they pile them all up in the cars, take their little walkers and their whatever else they need, wheelchairs.
Oh, the Summerfest in Logan is what you,
That's where it was, yep. So they piled us up, and we went down there and wheeled them around, showed them all the fun things, and she bought some fun jewelry. She loved jewelry. She loved so we bought some stuff there and just had some. She wore Judy's hat because it was hot, so Judy put an extra hat on her. We just had a blast. It was fun. We got some cute pictures of the fun they had. I know the family came in, all the family came in one time, so there was a whole bunch of us. I don't remember if it was a birthday or what we were doing, but these guys went out and they said, we'll just do pizza for you for the whole family. So they went out and cooked pizza for the family. They're just so accommodating and so caring.
It's that family atmosphere, isn't it?
It is. They think more about making sure that you're comfortable and your family member is comfortable, and create a space where you can be with the family.
Which is huge, especially if you live out of town.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Spend $1,000 for a few nights in a hotel?
Yeah. And we would do that. It was a very specific thing that they just knew that. I could spend more time with Mom if I was here, and they accommodated me with that. It was awesome.
What about you, Shar? Do you have a particular memory that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, there's a few, but the one that sticks out most in my mind is when Grandma wasn't doing very good. Mom had been here for a few nights, and I couldn't get away because I have a lot to do at home, but I think one night I just showed up at 9 o'clock at night, and they let me stay the night with Mom and Grandma, and we got up, and we just got to be together. I think is one of the most important things, especially when it's certain times you need to be together. And they're very welcoming.
And so that is a memory that's going to certainly stay with you forever. Absolutely forever. Well, look, you guys, thank you for sharing your memories, and I'm sorry if we upset you. But I think it is important to know that you do have good memories, even though ultimately your mum did pass away, but probably quite peacefully in a family surrounding with you guys. And
they knew how to take care of her. There was very wonderful health care, that the whole team that they're associated with, that they have right here, did a wonderful job. They knew, they educated us on all of the stages, and what to expect, how long things might take. And of course, Mom's a fighter. She outlasted everything, but it was awesome because we felt like we knew what was happening, and they knew what was happening, and they were able to help us through that.
So what could have been, fear of the unknown in any situation, but certainly when a loved one is sort of passing away, can be horrendous. But the fact that you knew what was going on and you knew what to expect, and she was in this sort of warm cocoon of love here from you guys and from just BeeHive Homes generally, must have really helped. And the fact that you can actually say now, this was a happy memory, it wasn't horrible.
It was a good memory.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much.